So where you guys last left off was looking pretty bad.
Real bad.
If I recall, you guys were pretty much surrounded by goblins. You went into a side path in the forest, and in there, a goblin jumped out of a tree, and I think who was it? I think it was
Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie. He came down. He rolled a critical. He really nailed you with that dagger, and I think, did you throw him down as well, or was he still attached?
No, I was trying to wrestle with him, and I rolled a crit failure and took more damage.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I actually pushed the dagger deeper into my shoulder.
That's right.
I'm bloodied, I believe. I'm at 14 health.
Yep, and the leader of the troop went into a pit trap, and along with two others that you know of, and that's the last that you saw of them. And as it stands right now, you guys are surrounded completely by goblins. And there was the sage that was kind of leading the way through the side path along with one other guy, and they were also kind of with you guys.
I would just like to point out that it's like, hey, here's this like magical anti-technology resistance. They've been working for, I don't know, let's just say at least a few decades to undermine the government and the king and whatever. What's that? We show up, they're all dead. Instantly, overnight.
We show up, and then all of a sudden they're outsmarted by a pack of goblins.
Goblins, exactly.
Well, it's not just a pack of goblins, it's like
a horde.
100. It's a horde.
It's like an entire fucking clan of goblins.
Oh
like every person in their hunting party is out here.
Like, we show up, and they just start getting killed off left and right. Oh my god.
This is the literal worst.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't there like some like older guy, like a bearded kind of, not wizard, but like
it's like kind of a grayish beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a sage, and he was kind of leading the side path through the forest.
Okay. Yeah.
As far as I know, he's the only one alive out of this group with us.
Thank God.
Yeah.
We have someone.
Well, there was one other, but he's kind of a doofus. He's just like a regular,
Stop.
Sweet.
Just a regular jackwagon.
Meat shield.
Ku, you're surrounded.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by goblins. And you are off your horse. Your horse is dead, right?
I believe so.
Yep. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. So
is it initiative time, or did we already? Were we in mid battle? Oh man, I forget.
We kind of did that. We kind of did go into the battle, but because you guys were also in movement, so it was kind of like there were things kind of happening, on top of each other. So we kind of should have done initiative earlier, probably, but we should do it now to be able to sort this mess out.
Okay.
So around you, as far as you can tell, just if any of you look around, there's probably about 30 or so goblins that you can see within direct nearby distance.
Boy, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, Donnie's at 14.
Stay behind one of us.
There's also several trampled to death goblins as well. So there's probably about 10 goblins that are just dead, laying corpses just laying around in the forest that you can easily spot right now too.
All right. So I guess we're just gonna roll for initiative.
Yeah, and at the expense of time, I mean, I don't really want to roll 35 initiatives for all these.
Oh my god,
that's fair. Yeah. That is fair.
So I'm gonna just do them in groups. I think of
groups of 5,
10, something like
10.
That.
Yeah, I like that.
10, 10, 5, I guess.
They're no longer goblins. They are Voltron. They work together as one being.
Fucking the worst.
So
if they're old Voltron, we could win. If they're new Voltron, we are fucked. Because that show is great.
So I got 12 total.
Yeah, 13.
Mine's an 11.
13, 12, and 11. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys ready to get, fucking just absolutely bum rushed?
This would be great in poker and terrible
I'm pretty
in
sure
D&D.
I picked up one of those javelins, so I hope that will help.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did pick up one of those javelins. I remember that.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. And one of the guys gave me a great axe, but it's, pretty basic. It's nothing special.
Yeah.
So we're armed. Well, Donnie, I think, has a dagger
in his shoulder.
I can. I have one on me too. I can cast spells.
Did you attune with it? Like, are you?
Yeah, it was the other one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's the one in the castle or whatever we still had.
I grabbed the one off the guy.
It's been a while, guys. We forget a lot of stuff.
No. I grabbed the one off the guy. I attuned to the one that was a cheese knife, but I grabbed like an actual fucking dagger.
Well,
gotcha.
Okay, well, here's something good news for you guys. The goblins just completely failed their initiative rolls. Like,
oh,
we're talking 3, 4, 8. Yeah, so you guys are pretty much, you have all of the initiative right now.
Oh my god,
they're very lethargic goblins.
Yeah,
that's good
which
to
is
know.
A little unusual, but that's what happened in the roll. So somehow you have one up on them right now. So
the A team goblins were the ones that were trampled by the horses. This is like the C team. This is
yeah, these are the shit goblins.
Yeah.
So you guys have the initiative. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm surrounded, like, based on the groups that you made, like those groupings.
Yeah.
How many am I surrounded by? Like just one? Is it all 10 around me, or is it?
I think there's about 10 around you.
Okay. I'm wondering. I'm trying to get them in my acid breath as much as I could.
I think you can do that. You can do like an arc.
Okay.
Right.
I'll try and get as many as I can. I know in the like tabletop one it's a cone.
Oh, it is a cone. Well, I mean, if you're moving your head while you're spraying acid breath, I mean, to me that's going to be an arc too.
Yeah, I guess it could shorten the range of it. Like, it wouldn't go as far, but it'll go around, like, instead of just one direction.
And I'd say you could probably hit at least 5 of them with it.
Okay, I'll take that shot.
And I'll make a check to see. Actually, why don't you roll a dex check?
Oh, I thought it was just a basic. Oh boy, that's not good. 11 with my modifier.
That's not bad. So I think you get 5. I was just seeing to see if you can get an extraordinary amount or not. So.
Okay, yeah, nothing special. That's our group summed up.
Well, sometimes, I mean, remember those crit successes you guys had that completely altered the course of reality.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Thank God that's a thing that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Now for damage. Oh, balls! 4 damage.
4 damage to 5 of them.
That's not a lot.
That is not a lot. But they are definitely freaked out by it.
I'm freaked out by it.
I'm freaking out, man. I got some bad acid.
See here. Actually, okay, hold on. 1 second. Let me just do a couple rolls here.
Yep.
You kill 2 of them. You kill 2 of the 5.
Oh.
And the other 3 are pretty severely wounded. I mean, goblins are not very strong.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking like 1d8 plus 1 is their health, so.
We're fighting 30 of them, so I was hoping so. I didn't think you'd be that mean and have like 40 health for each.
No. They're very weak.
Turns out Mike's just sick of D&D and wants us to end tonight.
No.
Okay.
So that's you. That's your action then.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
How close are any goblins to Donnie? Because I guess I kind of want to keep him safe since he took a big hit.
So, Laryn, you are in front of Donnie, and if you can picture this, the sage guy is in front of you, and the other guy is kind of with the sage. So behind you is where Donnie's at, and then behind Donnie, there's a wall of goblins, and then behind that's where Ku is, and he's surrounded.
All right, I want to get, well, as my action, just get between Donnie and the wall of goblins, and if there's any close ones, take a swing at some.
Okay, so what do you have right now? Javelin?
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and roll to hit. So you're kind of holding them off from Donnie then.
Yes, and that's the thing. There's this thing I have called Power Attack, and it's like I take a -2 to the attack roll, but if it still hits, it's like +2 to the damage roll. Or actually +3 if it's a two-handed.
All right.
I don't know if it's worth the risk, but I might as well give it a shot.
Javelins are like 1d4.
Okay.
1d4 plus 3, I think. So you have a decent chance of killing them already.
Okay, well then, yeah, maybe I'll save the power attack if it's needed, if like some crazy ass goblin shows up.
Yeah, I think that's probably more pertinent, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, let me just take a go at it. Attack him with javelin. That is a 13.
Yeah, you hit him and figure out how much damage you do. 1d4.
3 damage.
Plus 3, you kill him. So you take one down that was kind of towards Donnie. So like
Sweet.
like I said, there was 10 around Ku. That's where another 10 is kind of like encroaching on Donnie. So you took out one of those. So there's 9 of those guys left.
Okay.
Plus there's another 10 that are kind of in the trees that are still kind of coming towards you, and then another 5 that are like behind the circle that Ku that are coming to reinforce the circle where Ku is at.
As I killed the one, I'd yell to the other guys like, "We can do this! Let's go!"
You killed one.
One
it's just...
out of 33. So yeah. So now there's 32 left. There's 32 left total.
It's like anyone who's a fan of the Eagles football team. We won one game. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Shut your yapper.
That is hilarious.
Well, here's something very interesting that is going to make you guys kind of happy. The sage pulls out a potion from his robes, and it looks magical in nature. And he throws it into the largest clump of goblins.
It's a grenade.
And he does a critical success. So he rolled a natural 20, and the potion lands perfectly in the largest group of them and splashes some kind of fire thing on all of those goblins, and that engulfs about, let's see here. It engulfs, well, this is another good roll. It engulfs 19 of them.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
That is so good. I
That's
see that happen.
22 now.
And Laryn's just like freaking out, like, "We can do this, go Sage!"
Well, the sage looks really shocked that this has happened, and it was so successful. It's like he did not expect it to do that much damage. And they're all on fire, and there are about 6 of them that are just writhing, still alive on fire. The rest of them are dead.
They're all on fire. There was some grenade that just blew up a lot of them. They were in the trees. I feel like this is just one big Vietnam allegory. I don't know. Maybe we'll just call the
napalm attack. Yes.
Yeah, we'll just call this potion. I don't know, Agent Orange. Whatever. Let's just throw a name out.
Jesus Christ.
So the trees are catching on fire as well. The flame is like licking up the sides of the trees, and it's spreading. But the bad news is that the flame wall is kind of blocking Ku from you guys.
Ooh. I'll figure something out. I'm good.
Oh my god. Okay, this is another thing that I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but I just rolled another
my god.
Crit success. The doofus guy just takes his he takes his bow and he shoots another one right through the forehead, and it just sticks against a tree.
Nice. That's some Legolas shit.
I like
it was kind of amazing.
It's like
and you
2,
also
1,
hear,
19,
Ku,
1.
You hear commotion coming from back where the pit was.
Mm-hmm.
You hear some commotion from those guys that fell in the pit. They're not dead.
Thank God. We
Derek
need them to be alive.
Yeah, he was like the leader and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a great sign.
That's a good priority.
This is all turned around. We're going to ride the high, and then we're going to crash real low when it backfires somehow.
Well, we killed... We have 13 left.
There.
It was 19 with the grenade, and then 4 others, so 23.
I think it's my turn.
Plus 1.
Yes.
So 25. Yeah, it is your turn.
No, I'm like trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I still have this guy on me.
Yeah, he's still stuck.
Got this monkey on my back.
Yeah, I guess I could try to throw him off again.
All right.
That's just going to be a strength.
Can you say talk to the hand and then do burning spray right in his face, point blank?
No, I don't want to do that. Like, it's Close Blast 3, so it's like not just... It's not something I want to do like a foot away from my body.
You're immune to fire, right? Yeah.
No, that's not how I roll. Okay. So it's going to be +2 for my strength check. So here we go. 21.
Oh.
All right.
Nice.
So you chuck him, and you can throw him in whatever direction you want. So that was
I throw
a good
him
roll, so.
just like...
Wait, throw him so I catch him on my javelin.
Yeah, I throw
Alley-oop.
him towards Laryn.
Okay. Laryn, just make a make a dex check.
All right. Nat 20!
Oh my god. Okay.
Just fucking
then
impales him.
you skewered him
Yes!
through his
Like a
mouth
shish
all the
kebab.
way down
Yes.
through his body, and he's completely skewered like a shish kebab on the javelin.
That was worth it.
I feel like I just won one of the ring toss games at a carnival. I just won a goldfish.
In order to get that
Where's my
javelin to
lizard?
be, in order to get that javelin to be useful again, you're going to have to heal that guy off of there.
Oh god, I'm
That's
gonna
great.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna focus on when I guess it's my turn again.
All right.
I imagine the sage coming out with a big stuffed animal version of Ku and giving it to Donnie. Like, you won the game! Like, you won the ring toss.
I'm still on the horse. Can I like slide off my horse?
You'll have to you'll have to do that on your turn.
Okay.
All right, so now we've taken down 25 total of these guys, right?
Damn, we're
Yeah.
kicking ass.
So you got 10 more that are kind of scattered around, and most of them are the ones that are left in the trees. So they are peppering javelins down at you guys, but they're also kind of startled by the fire that's kind of licking up towards
The heavy losses they just sustained in
Ku,
about
you
10
get
seconds.
Hit for 4 damage from one javelin.
Oh.
And Donnie, you get hit for 5 damage from one javelin.
Down to single digits now with Donnie.
He's at 9. Donnie's at 9. Donnie is very, very hurt.
Good lord.
The sage gets hit for
No.
6 damage, and the
He
rest
should be-
miss.
Wait, was I included in the miss? I didn't hear if I got
no, you were
damaged. My
missed.
bad.
You were missed. I rolled for you, but you were missed. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
How convenient.
So there are a bunch of javelins like stuck into the earth around you too. So there's javelins just sticking out of trees and the ground everywhere. The fire is continuing to climb, and so yeah. So now we're back all the way around to the beginning again.
Cool.
Okay. Am I still surrounded, or were some of the guys around me caught in like the holy hand grenade?
They're pretty much all fire now.
Yes.
The only ones that are left now are the ones that are in the trees.
Okay. Am I now surrounded? Like, is there just a wall of fire between me and everyone else, or is it like circling around me and I'm trapped in a ring of fire?
No, there's just a wall. So it's like a 30-foot long wall of fire now.
Okay. Okay, so the other side of me is open.
Yeah. And you can run around the wall too if you want to.
That seems logical. I was hoping some of the goblins would still be alive and I'd use them as like a bridge and just like pat the fire out with their bodies.
Well, you could try to jump through the wall if you wanted to.
Like, guys, I know it's dumb and risky, but like, we're doing pretty good, and that's how many chances do you get like this to jump through a wall of fire, come out like battle scarred on the other side? Like, I gotta.
Dude,
gotta
you
go
already
through-
lost a finger.
I gotta go through
you have
the
a baby
fire.
finger. I mean, you got.
Just call me Babyfinger. My
God
nickname
damn
in
it.
high school. My girlfriend was very unhappy.
All right. Roll dex.
Nat 20.
Oh my god!
All right.
I'm
run
cartwheeling through
towards
this
the fire. You just dive right through it. You're completely unscathed. You roll after you hit the ground, and you stand up, ready to go, and you can have another turn now.
Yes!
That is sick.
And they're all, I really wanted a goblin to be there, so I just rip its head off and like cover myself in its blood and just go full savage mode.
The closest ones are in the trees next to you.
Yeah. Is there a tree next to me? Like,
Yeah.
pretty close?
There's trees everywhere, so you see them up there, and they're looking real freaked out.
Fell it in one chop, babe.
I'm I'm doing the crap. Where is it? Great Cleave. I'm Great Cleaving as many trees around me as I can.
Oh, so you're actually just going to chop the tree down?
I'm gonna just try to take down all the trees. I'm
Holy
riding
shit.
high on this nat 20.
What weapon do you have right now?
I have a standard great axe, from one of the.
Okay, because these
Troops that the
trees
guy
are
gave me.
pretty huge. These are not these
Oh,
are
this is going to be a
pretty
power
big.
attack and a half.
I also have the utility power of Stonebreaker, which allows me +5 strength to attacking any object that's not living.
Okay, well,
Wait, trees are living.
Shut up, Doug.
I think he means inanimate
Yeah.
things.
inanimate.
Yeah, not
right.
Physical
not enemies.
objects that aren't sentient.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they don't. Trees don't move, and they're not made of meat. So I'll give it to you.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a +5, but this is still, these trees are not. I mean, they're
You can chop someone's head off. You can't just chop a tree in one swipe. It's not like the lollipop trees of Namek or some shit.
Lollipop trees in there. I have been rebirthed from flames. I'm riding high on this nat 20.
He's riding high. Let's see what happens.
I'm going ham. Because it's, my Great Cleave is a full arc, close one burst, swing. And
Okay.
it's strength versus AC. So it'd be my 3 mod strength +5, so 8.
So it's a +8.
Fuck.
Okay.
Ooh, that's, that high was pretty high, and this low is real low.
What
That's
did
a
you
13
roll?
total. 13.
13 total. Your
Yeah.
axe gets completely embedded in the tree, and it's stuck completely.
Here's a bonus turn, and I squander it.
So you jump through the fire like a fucking expert. You roll across the ground, stand up, you scream, and you swing your axe into a tree where it just gets stuck. And that's it. And the goblins are just they're looking freaked out, but they're also kind of what the fuck is he doing?
Guys, I messed up. It's not great. Guys, help me out here. I'm struggling. I'm just my foot is on the tree trying to pry out the axe.
All right.
Oh boy.
If it's my turn, I'm gonna, instead of dicking around trying to get my the dead guy off my javelin, I'm gonna try to find another javelin nearby if there are any.
There's one right next to you in the ground.
Excellent.
There's plenty. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna grab that one, and then any kind of, I guess there are goblins in the tree. If I can spot one and think that it's feasible to throw my javelin and take him out, I'm gonna try to do that.
All right. Yeah. Give it a throw. So that's a dex, not a strength.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 10 total.
So it misses. It goes wide if one of the goblins and just kind of sails through the trees.
Now we're back to our old ways.
This sounds familiar. This is about right.
I yelled to the sage, "Do something cool!"
It's my turn. I think was my turn next, or who's
Yeah.
next?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Well, how many people are around Donnie? Does he still have 10
No,
goblins
they're all
around him?
gone. The only goblins that are left
Only
are
in the tree.
trees. There's 10 in the trees, and that's about it. that you can
I'm just
see
like,
from
guys, should I light the whole forest on fire?
No.
I'm prying the axe out of the tree, just nodding my head vigorously. Yep. Just
Light everything on fire?
Ku has just gone full pyromaniac.
Okay.
Maybe
Donnie-
just one tree, not everything.
Donnie actually is not going to slide off his horse because he has a horse still, and all the rest of them are ran away.
Oh yeah, I might burn down with the forest. That's never mind. Go ahead.
Donnie's going to find the nearest goblin. Can I see them easily through the trees?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna target him with a Dragon Frost. That's actually just a ranged spell. It's not, so I can actually pick targets out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing about burning spray. It's a ranged or a close blast 3, so a 15-foot kind of area right in front of me just gets lit on fire.
Okay.
But yeah, Dragon Frost is a ranged.
It's more like a magic missile kind of situation. where
Yeah,
it
but
just
it's
follows
it's
the target.
ice. It's versus
Okay.
fortitude.
Oh, okay. All right. And what's the damage on that?
It's 1d8 plus my charisma modifier, cold damage, and then I can push them 1 square, which 1 square is out of a tree
Yep.
if they don't die from it.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
You still miss like I did.
No, it's definitely gonna hit. That's a 19 or a 20. I think it's +5 for my charisma attacks.
20,
Oh, yeah.
not natural.
Yeah.
So it's a 20 total.
So you nail him, and you see, like, there's just, like, a huge burst through the trees of the branches and all kinds of stuff just breaking and shattering around him, and he goes flying through the air and slams into the ground. The sage now runs up, and that one's dead for sure. The sage runs up to where the fire is at, and he's looking really freaked out. And he's trying to, like, pour his water bag onto the fire and, like, stamp out the fire, and he's, like, kicking dirt on it. He's trying everything he can, but he's kind of fucking up. The other guy, the doofus guy, takes his bow, and he notches another arrow, and he shoots, and he hits another goblin. Oh, and he kills it, too. And that one falls out of the tree dead.
Nice.
And you hear some more commotion from back where the guys fell into the pit. And then you hear this noise, this...
Oh, boy.
And the goblins that are in the trees start just running for their lives. They're jumping from tree to tree. And every goblin that's left alive, the ones that are like really far away back by the road from where you came, those are all just running back into the woods. And all of them are retreating now.
Is that good or bad for us?
That's what I think. It's good. I think that means good guys have made.
But good guys in this world are bad guys for us.
Oh shit! I don't know.
I think it was the retreat horn for the goblins.
I think it was our guys coming up with reinforcements after they realized we didn't show up on time. Who knows? We'll have to find out. But we should probably meet up with Derek and ask him, do we need to keep hiding or should we like...
I was going to say, how far was that hole Derek fell in compared to where we are now?
It's probably about like 50 feet away from where you are right now.
Okay. And since all the goblins ran, we're out of combat?
Yeah, you're out of combat. Combat's out.
Woo!
Yeah.
Experience points.
Yeah, you got some pretty good experience for that. Actually, you guys probably have quite a bit of experience too from your just what you've gone through.
Hell yeah!
And we'll give you your experience shortly. Why don't we do that after, like towards the end of the episode?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So the sage is freaking the fuck out. He is doing everything that he can to try to put those flames out, but nothing seems to be working.
Let's help him.
And he's basically begging you guys. He's like, "Please help me put this fire out. I wasn't supposed to use that."
Oh, what? I mean, it saved our ass.
I just do it.
Now
I don't
you
even
us?
argue. I just like start trying to put it out.
Well, the fire is just kind of going out of control, and it's tearing up the trees. It's going up the trees, and it's starting to become a forest fire. And you see Derek and the two of the other guys that were around are now coming back towards to where you are.
Can I just start firing off dragon frost at trees? Try to freeze the trees?
Yes, you can totally do that.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead and roll, like, let's say 5 times, and let's see if you hit 5 different times.
That one's a 23. That one's an 8. That one's an 8.
Oh boy.
That one's a 7.
Critical fail.
And that one's a 7 as well.
Oh my god.
Modified 7.
Modified 7s.
Y'all modified everything.
2 8s and 2 7s for the last 4. I started off with an 18 natural roll.
Unfortunately, all of them except for one miss the trees and just kind of go off into the air. So the one that hits the tree does hit the tree, and you do wind up squelching the fire where it was climbing the tree, but it was only a patch like about 5 feet around on the tree. So the fire is still kind of engulfing the lower part of the tree and still climbing. And there's still, I would say, about like 7 trees that have now caught fire.
Fuck.
Do you guys have any way to put this out? Any at all?
Does acid work against fire? I don't know.
That's not how that works.
Derek comes back up, and he's looking really fucked up. His arm is broken, and he has bones sticking out of his his shoulder area. So, like, he really screwed it up. He has a sword in one hand. He's looking all scratched up and screwed up. The 2 other guys that are with him are still alive, but they are also pretty screwed up. And the one guy is like on the verge of death. He's barely standing. And the horses are nowhere to be seen. And then Derek hisses at the sage. He's like, "What have you done? You've killed us."
I mean, it was pretty epic when it happened, but yeah, in hindsight, that was probably not the greatest idea. Can we run it? Can we outrun this?
You can outrun it, no problem. You'll be able to outrun it, but you get there's maybe some other reason that he said that.
We've now created a large signal fire to notify them where the resistance is.
Donnie knows what's going on. Yep. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I mean. Was it the potion that did the explosion, like the grenade thing, or was it Donnie doing burning spray at one point?
I didn't. I decided not to.
Okay, thank God.
I used Dragon Frost instead.
Yeah, it was the sage. It was the sage's fault.
All right, that's good, because god damn it, Donnie, you have a history of murdering horses. I could picture you burning down a forest. All right, but no, okay, come on, Sage.
I'm gonna spray acid on the burning trees to try and knock them down.
Okay, so let's start with one tree then.
Yeah, this could be a lot worse.
Let's roll to hit on that tree.
Okay, and it's +5 for attack, like in combat. So would I add that to this, or would I add my stone?
That's fine. You can add that. Yeah.
Okay, then 17.
17. Okay, so you do squarely hit one of the giant trees that is in the middle of burning, and the acid kind of sinks into the tree itself. And it kind of starts to sizzle through the tree, and the base of the tree is getting more and more thin as the acid eats through the wood. And this takes a matter of like moments as the tree kind of starts to shrink at its base, and the upper part of the tree, where you sprayed the acid, the fire has gone out now. But the base of that tree, like there's fire above where you sprayed as well, and that fire is still going. And the tree now has shrank to the point where it's starting to lean, and it is about to fall, and you guys easily step out of the way because you can see it coming, and it just slams into the forest floor, and the fire that was on the tree then spreads across the floor.
Shit.
So nothing really, nothing good comes of that.
Nope. Guys, I don't have much to work with here. Like this, I can't really do much more.
So Derek's like, does anyone have any kind of magic that I'm not aware of? Do you know any weather magic? Do you know anything? They will see this, and they will come here, and they will kill us. And this could kill all of the resistance. This could kill all of the Silent Hand.
I think it's time for the resistance to find a new home. I'm sorry that this is how it's going down, but they are going to come here, and
Derek
we got to go.
Really mad at you. He looks really angry with you.
I yanked the great axe I had out of that tree, and I tried to use it as a shovel to start throwing dirt onto the fire that's now on the ground.
You eventually get the shovel. I mean, the axe out. It takes a little bit while.
Yeah.
It does not work well as a shovel, and you feel like your attempts are just kind of futile.
It's all I got, guys.
Yeah,
it's all I got.
I give a really angry look at Derek. I'm like,
how did you guys not see this whole goblin thing coming? Like, I don't know. What the fuck was that about?
It's like the way was supposed to be clear. We had scouts ahead that were sending messages back. Something must have happened. There's not supposed to be a goblin horde of this size anywhere in this area.
Well, maybe they're on, like, you might have spies on your side. You gotta look out for that shit. And we gotta get going, because I think this whole forest is gonna burn down. Unless we got, like, some Avatar water, Last Airbender shit. Like, I don't think we can do anything about this.
How many horses do we have?
One?
I have one. Mine did not die.
Yeah, I think you guys have like 2 horses left total between everybody.
Money has it that they're not big enough for me.
Nope, you're gonna have to be walking for sure.
Oh God, Donnie, like you got nothing else? You're the magic man.
I've got fucking electric stuff. I've got ice. I've got fire. That's it. Like Donnie doesn't have.
What about the sage? Do you have any more potions that'll explode in like a waterfall or some shit?
He just starts crying.
Oh, god damn it.
Yes, good, more
Yeah,
tears.
oh yeah,
tears
we'll
for water.
collect them.
And I'm trying to, like, scoop him off his face and throw him onto the fire. I really don't want to, but we might have to just duck and run.
So you
My
see that
thoughts exactly.
Derek, one of the lackey guys has collected a horse, and they made the guy that was near death kind of lay over the back of it. He's just kind of laying there. The sage is applying some kind of ointment to him and stuff, and he's also working on the arm of Derek as well with a bandage to try to like get the bone back in his arm.
Oh, wait a second. Hang on a second. Let me.
Wait a minute. I
do
have Giant Rainstorm, the spell I forgot.
No, I mean I have two things. Hang on a second. That I don't use very often.
Can I use Stonebreaker on fire and break the physical idea of fire?
No, you cannot break fire. No.
Ku breaks physics.
All right, so
How much can we extinguish with our pee?
Not much.
I don't know. I'm peeing a lot right now. I'm there's a lot going.
The fire is continuing to spread, but Derek doesn't look like he's in a huge hurry to get out of it.
Derek's just that mom that's more disappointed in you while the literal forest is burning down.
How tight knit are the trees that are
There's like a tree every 5 feet or so.
Okay, and how many are there?
That are on
Still
fire
6?
now?
Yeah.
The fire has spread now to, let's say, roll. Well, luckily the wind looks like it kind of kicked back a little bit, so it still is only about 7 trees right now.
I mean, we could put out the fire that's on the ground so it doesn't spread to any more trees.
If you can do that, please do that.
We can
literally
kick dirt
cannot
over
do
it.
I'm shoveling here.
I have a spell called Tempest Breath that it lets me exhale a mist that burns and disorients your foes, but it's a lingering fog obscures me then afterwards. So, it's just a blast of acid, but I don't know if that that'll actually work.
I think it's going to exacerbate things.
It's not going to remove the oxygen, and it doesn't sound like the acid is going to interact with the fire in any way.
You would hope something called Tempest Breath would be like a fucking storm, but no, it's acid.
Yeah, that's not...
Tell me about it.
My thoughts being, like, if you can knock over the trees, like, you should maybe, like, knock it over so it's like a triangle and it's a contained fire, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, it'd make it just like one big bonfire, not like the whole thing getting out of control.
I mean, I tried.
Do any of you have any kind of background in, like, lumber or,
What would that be? Streetwise? No.
I lived in like I lived in the wilds, but like I wouldn't necessarily say like I'm a lumberjack.
Can I do
just, like,
a history check? Oh wait, there's nature. No,
I intimidate the fire to put itself out. We really don't have much.
Well, living in the wilds, you do know how to chop down a tree to get it to fall in a certain direction.
Okay, I guess are we going to try and do that? Just try to, instead of put out the fire, just try to minimize it now? Because we can't, I guess, put it out.
And these trees are pretty damn tall, though, and the fire is, like, climbing the trees. And, it's getting taller and taller. It's like, if you chop this tree down, it's going to spread the fire in a further direction. There's no telling what direction it's going to go in, or how far it'll reach.
God damn it. Can I try and use a combination of, like, my acid breath to, like, knock out a bit of the tree and then use the great axe to cut it down in the direction I want it to?
Wait. Do we still have potions we don't know what they do?
No, we literally lost everything.
Yep.
Like, we lost all of our inventory twice now. And we have really nothing at this point.
Yep.
Thanks for reminding us.
Hey! Who tried to stop it the second time? This guy. I really have... Like, I don't know about you guys, I have literally nothing except for kind of minimizing the tree, but then this fire will spread everywhere.
So now Derek is like, come with me, we need to keep going.
Yeah, no shit. Okay.
I guess I got nothing else. Yeah.
All right.
So the two horses, Derek's on top of one of them, and the wounded guy is kind of slumped over the other one, and one of the other lackeys is riding that. The sage is looking really, really screwed up, and he's in last place. And Derek is just chewing him out like loudly to the group and everybody about how he should not have used that, and they didn't need to, and that they had this, and like, which is obviously seems like that's a little bit questionable as well, because Derek really screwed up too.
We clearly did not have that.
No,
Yeah.
he did not. And also keep in mind, like Derek, he panicked, if you remember, and he started trying to drive the horses through the goblins and went right into their trap. And he led all of you guys into the trap. So keep that in mind too. There's been some scrubs on all sides of this entire debacle.
Yeah.
It's not a good day.
No.
It's just not a good day.
So you guys are
for
going
anybody.
further and further down the path. The fire is getting further and further away. But, Derek is just like bitching the sage out. You're hearing things like, they're going to know exactly where we went. They're going to know where to find us. And if they find that forest fire, they're going to find our camp. And it's all going to be over.
What if the camp burnt down with the forest? Then they don't know what it is. Huh?
It's just like, you're a fucking idiot.
Well, I didn't set the forest on fire now, did I?
Oh, I overhear that, and I'm like,
It's actually not a bad idea. What if in the forest you throw some camp equipments and I don't know if you have any skeletons laying around.
Like the camp was taken by the fire.
And
the
then
fire
they'll
overwhelmed us.
They'll think you guys disappeared. It's like a fake death, but for the whole resistance.
The sage
Yeah, maybe we throw a body in there.
The sage kind of interrupts and he says, it's not a bad idea, but the thing is that this is the headquarters of the Silent Hand. The entire resistance is a mere 3 to 4 miles ahead on this path. The forest fire itself could overtake the encampment, which we have worked hard to disguise and keep hidden for many years. And when we get back, I am offering myself up, and I may have to commit suicide for what I've done.
Jesus Christ.
That's a bit fair.
My
that's
error has doomed the lives of over 400 people that live and work at this camp.
But dude, you saved our lives, and you seem pretty cool. You're a fucking sage. Don't do that.
Shut up, Laryn.
And he's like, I hope it's worth it, and I hope that bringing you to the wisest people of the camp will help solve some sort of problem. Maybe give us the help we need.
It sounds like we have a volunteer for one of the bodies we can burn, so, let's get this show on the road.
You are the most evil person.
Just not even close to good in alignment. Just not even near it.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, you're still walking down the path, and after about 40 minutes or so, you're seeing a very faint outline of some trees in the distance that look a little bit funny because you know that there's something coming up. So you get up to these trees, and it turns out, of course, it is the entrance to the camp, but kind of disguised as trees. You can smell smoke in the air still from the fire, and people are kind of rushing around the camp, freaked out, and somebody comes up to the gate. The gate is basically like disguised trees, and it just swings wide open. And you see someone says, Derek, what is going on? Where is that smoke coming from? And so Derek explains the whole situation. This guy seems like he's kind of he's not the boss of the whole camp, but he's a little higher up than Derek. And the sage basically offers himself up, and they're all talking, and they're like, well, never mind. We have to get to the leaders, and we have to tell them. Because we may have to evacuate immediately.
And I look at Derek and say, who was right?
I raise my hand silently behind Laryn.
Okay. So Derek doesn't know what you mean by who was right.
Neither do I. That's why I raised my hand.
Oh, God damn it. No. You gave me an angry look when I said we might have to get on out of here and pick a new home.
Well, he basically explained it. He's like, is because I was really irritated at your obvious statement.
Oh, well, yeah. Didn't catch that one. Sorry.
So anyways, you guys are walked through the camp. There's people kind of freaking out, and they don't know what they're doing. But the burning of the forest is kind of really freaking them out. And you get to the main tent, and there is a meeting going on. There's a map unrolled on a table. There's a bunch of candles lit inside the tent. It's like dusk right now. The light is fading.
Hey, fam, what's lit?
God damn it.
Boom! Can I kill Donnie right now?
Yeah.
Just straight up take that 9 HP
roll
left.
for strength.
Alright.
Right now, a stiff breeze would probably knock Donnie unconscious.
Okay. I don't actually try to, just to be clear, I don't actually try to
I know.
murder Donnie. Okay. Because it's very possible at this point.
So this guy with a long, not long, but like a kind of a chest-length white beard and kind of like a rugged hat on, comes up to you and he says, "Are these the three?" And Derek nods. He's like, "What's going on with the situation? Why do we still smoke in the camp?" So he explains the whole situation again. The sage gets on his knees and bends his head down and basically offering himself up for to be killed. And they don't kill him. They just make him go away, but they think he's really pathetic and they're just not happy with him. But they get a little bit more information out, and then they also realize that Derek kind of fucked up too, so they're kind of unhappy with Derek as well. Derek takes off, and it's just you and the beard guy, and then there's a dwarf there as well, and an elf, and a hobbit. I mean, not a hobbit, a halfling.
Edit that out, Doug. That is
conversation about how the only reason they're called halflings is because of the Tolkien
copyright
family
infringement.
copyright.
Yeah.
So
That's funny.
So, there's like a representative from every major race that exists in this world.
Except for one. Just saying.
Yeah. So the leader introduces himself as Samael, and he says, "So, you are from another time, another world, and we've taken great pains to extricate you from the city from whence you came. And as you can see now, we are suffering a grave threat from the fire that is spreading." The dwarf looks really mad about this, but he's just letting him speak. And he's like, "We are not experienced with magic. We have very, very little in the way of magic.
That makes 5 of us.
The potion that the gentleman you know as the sage threw, was one of several artifacts that we had. It was only to be used in case of dire emergency, and it sounds that he possibly used it to save your lives.
Yeah, I'll back him up on that one.
Will you?"
Yeah, for real.
He definitely saved us by using it. I'm very close to passing out right now.
Yeah, there's a good chance we would have not beaten 30 plus goblins if he hadn't taken out 2/3 of them in one fell swoop.
Well, from Derek's description, the goblins were not as plentiful, and that he had a handle on the situation. But
the issue, though, is that Derek fell into a pit trap for most of the fight, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to Derek. He's probably trying to cover his own ass a little bit. The sage did a good thing and took out a lot of goblins with that so-called potion bomb.
Well, good. But regardless, since we have no magical means to extinguish the fires, and believe me, we've been thinking of many different ways to try, including using our giant avian friends to lift giant buckets of water above the fire and drop them from a nearby lake. It's still, the fire is now out of control, and we must move camp, because we will be discovered here. And you hear a bunch of horns and stuff going off, and in the camp, and there's a bunch of movement outside. And he says, "Please join us. We will be taking leave to an underground area near here that was long ago abandoned by the dwarves." And the dwarf says, "You're welcome for that, Samael." And so the elf says, "But it is still dangerous, and we will have to fight to get into it." And the halfling doesn't look pleased either. He looks kind of freaked out. He's like, I still don't think we should go in there. There's still too much we don't know. And Samael says, we have no choice. If we don't rush as quickly as possible to the dark caverns to the north, then we'll have no choice but to fight the horde that have come to destroy all magic in this land.
Let's get moving then. Let's do this. We're ready.
Well, if you could help us pack up the camp, take what you can. There's a lot of women and children. There's a lot of very slow-moving, elderly. There are many people that will need assistance from you. And by our estimations, the horde of those foul creatures that are come to crush magic they'll be here within, I don't know, possibly within 3 days. The halfling is like, could be more like 2. And the elf says, you don't overestimate them. They're not that intelligent.
Well, do you think we could maybe set the city in the way towards the city, the camp or whatever that we're abandoning with traps so we could take some of those out and slow them down?
Well,
like fire traps.
That's already in the plans. Believe me.
Good.
All right, well, no sleep till Brooklyn, am I right? Let's get packing.
First of all, I would like to let you use the facilities of the camp. There is a camp healer with rudimentary healing abilities.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
In the wild, the will can heal you.
Donnie's like, it's just a flesh wound as he starts walking away in his ACL, as he just tears his ACL, trips and falls.
Me and Laryn are just dusting ourselves off. No, I think we're okay.
So yeah, you guys basically get introduced to a healer in the camp and stuff like that. And so we can wrap up here, and we can give you guys some experience as well.
You two can do it here in Donnieland.
I like how immediately it's just like, we're all gonna die this episode. The sage whips out the bomb and kills 19 of them at once. Yeah, we're gonna live! Now there's a wildfire. Oh, we're gonna die again.
Yeah.
In like 10 minute span.
Hey, baby, it ain't easy being a rebel. Tell you what.
I was going to say, maybe we should have just offered up our own lives, because we're probably just bad luck, and if we die, maybe the rest of the world will be good.
Well, you guys have not gotten experience in a while, and you're level 3 right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've kind of not had experience for a while, so I'm feeling like we're going to have to kind of give you a big chunk of experience here.
Woo!
We've done some fucking shit.
Yeah, so we're not so useless in a forest fire.
Yeah, and let's say, just to round it, let's say you get $3,000 each.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm at 5,500 now.
Yeah.
So you guys should probably be like level 5 or something now. You guys, we're playing 4E, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 4E, it's like 5,500 is 5th level. And at that point, you gain 1 daily attack power, and you will, at level 4, gain 1 feat as well, so that's pretty good.
Cool.
Ooh, going to level 4, we get +1 to 2 ability scores.
Yeah, we're jumping 2 levels. We're going 4 to 5. That's exciting.
Well, you've been through a lot, so I think
totally.
It's only
Yes.
fair.
Yes, we have.
Hey everyone, Doug here, or as you know me, Laryn Gitis. Thanks for listening to this week's episode where our heroes barely escaped the goblin horde with their lives. Now, with the forest burning down around them, the Silent Hand must pack their bags and find a new location to hide from the King of Martique. Where will they go? Find out on next week's episode. I want to thank the hosts this week. It was Mike, AJ, Bren, and myself. Cover art was done by Ian McAfee. Theme music was composed and assembled by Josh Stitt. Distribution is powered by the fine podcasting software at pinecast.com. You can leave a tip, you can leave feedback, just click a link in the episode description. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. See you next time.